Hi everyone, this is Mickey Adams in College Station, Texas. I'm a dealer and a representative for Mullen pedal steel guitars out of Seabrook, Colorado. I'd like to thank you for joining me on my channel. In one of my last videos, one of the comments that was posted was, how about an intro for Walk Through This World With Me? That's a classic country song and it's a very simple formula. And so I decided to sit down and work out something that may be a little unpredictable, which is exactly what we're looking for in the pedal steel. Let's face it, playing straight up major scales up and down is effective, but what's more effective is using pivots and counterpoint and all the other little tricks that we have to create emotion and tension within a simple phrase. Paul Franklin, of course, is a master at this. Paul's train of thought when he plays a simple melody line contains all kinds of pivoting notes. So for those of you who don't understand the term pivoting, let me give you a simple example. Anytime a single string is ringing, giving us what we call an anchor point, I guess is as good a term as any, we can have other strings moving around the scales with our pedals and our levers, creating this type of effect. We have notes ringing in the top. This kind of thing. This is basically a pivot. Counterpoint, of course, or contrary motion, refers to two notes being struck, most times in unison, and then going opposite directions, one up the scale path and one down the scale path. So let's incorporate a couple of those ideas into a simple melody line such as this. In the key of D, now, that's a lot more effective than just, even though this is beautiful because it's pedal steel guitar, right? So let's incorporate a few counterpoints and a few unpredictable intervals within a simple melody line for Walk Through This World With Me. Okay, let's go to position number 3 and engage the A and B pedals. And look at the notes on string 2 and string 7. Walk through this world. See, this is 7 and 2, and 5 and 8. Let me get my strings right. There we go. Now after these two groups, straight G position and begin our phrase. Now that's a little more complex, but again it creates more emotion. So let's look at this phrase. This is a straight triad in G at position number 3. Now I'm going to create some tension here by using a group of notes that is only a whole step apart. What I wind up with is the major third and a 9 in the key of A. This is strings 5 and 6 at 3, but I'm going to pass through the 9 by using the B pedal. I'm actually playing 6, 7, and 9. I'm lowering string 9 and I am raising string 6. Into the D chord, I'm simply lowering my E's and playing strings 7, 8, and 10. Here's another idea with a counterpoint. Lower string number 9 a half step and raise string number 10 with the A pedal a whole step. We now have a unison. When we release the pedal and the lever, we wind up with the dominant 7th and the 5th over our A chord. This moves us from 2 notes in the key of A, the 5th and the root, down to the major 3rd and the 7th. We're going to find this move by striking 5 and 8 at 5 and sliding down into the E's raised at position number 2. Release the E's, engage the A pedal, and then resolve this now A7 with strings 5, 7, and 8 with the E's lowered at 3. So now we've taken a simple melody line and added some color to it. Now the next time we come around, let's move up an entire octave and get up into what we call Huey land, right? We'll do the same type of cascade that we did here in a different octave. Let's move up to our primary D position at 10, and strings 3 and 5, oops, wrong. Yep, 3 and 5. What was that? We'll strike 3 and 5. Now we're going to have to dampen 3 because we're going to raise 6 here. So we're going to go. This is 3 and 5, dampen, and then strike 1 and 6 with the B pedal. Dampen that and strike 3 and 5 again. We have this same group of notes. So of course we're going. Now from here what we're going to do is we're going to slide all the way up to 15, and we're going to be utilizing strings 3 and 4, and we're going to be using our B and C pedals for a lot of emotion as we come down to the E's raised at position number 8. So we're moving through the A7 up here with the B and C pedals. We're going to wind up here with 3 and 4, and we're going to do a pivot with our E's. We're going to be using string number 3, E's raised, E's neutralized, and E's lowered. And we're going to walk through the entire melody line basically the same way we did here. And it sounds like this. And then we're going to go to a counterpoint. And we've effectively gone from the 1 chord to the 5 chord and back. So let's tear down this phrase in the upper register. At position 10, strike 3 and 5. Then strike 6 and 1 together with the B pedal. Dampen and strike 3 and 5 again. Now we're going to strike these notes and slide up to position 15 with 3 and 4. As we slide back to 12 with these strings ringing, we're going to have the B and C pedal almost engaged, but not quite, to give us some emotion. Down to 10. Slide into them open at 10. Now we're going to raise our E's at 8. Immediately, as we get to our lowered E's, go ahead and step on the A and B pedals. And I would say it's actually just the A pedal, but we're going to be lowering string 2 a whole step as well as raising 5 a whole step. So this is the A pedal and my right knee right lowering 2. I'm going to release both of these at the same time. Or we can still stay in key by striking the unison here, sliding up, and then releasing. So we have 2 options here. Or let's look at the counterpoint in depth. Pedal A and my right knee right result in these 2 notes in unison. So the first time we'll strike unison, slide, release the right knee right for most of us. String 4, string 1, and then our D triad. There you go, guys. I hope that gives you some food for thought. As always, I greatly appreciate you tuning into my YouTube channel, and I hope this helps you with your pedal steel guitar. We'll see you right back here. So long.